Hey guys, come on downstairs. It's Edmonton Oilers franchise. This is episode number 59. And it is game one of the Stanley Cup playoffs. We start off on the road with 2 games in Los Angeles at Staples Center before coming back home for 2 in Edmonton. And then game 5 will be in LA, game 6 in Edmonton, and game 7, if necessary, will be in Los Angeles. Let's take a look at our starting lines going into this series. Connor McDavid's line is with Lucic and Eberle. The Nugent-Hopkins line has Maroon and Pouliot on the wings. The Draisaitl line, we have changed this one. We have moved Taylor Beck up from the Letestu line and moved Jiri Tlusty down to the Letestu line. And Draisaitl will be with Beck and Chasen. Letestu will be with Tlusty and Zach Kassian. Quick look at the defensive pairings now. Oscar Klefbom and Adam Larsson are our top pairing, with Darnell Nurse and Andre Sekera. The second pairing and the third pairing will be Griffin Reinhart and Mark Fane. Both of those guys physical defensemen. And Cam Talbot will obviously be our starting goaltender. So we're all set for game one of the Stanley Cup playoffs. And you are looking live from Staples Center in Los Angeles, California. Game one of the first round, the quarterfinals of the Stanley Cup playoffs. It is the third place in the Pacific Division, the Edmonton Oilers, taking on the second place, Los Angeles Kings. These two teams matched up in the final game of the regular season here at Staples Center, where the Edmonton Oilers came away with a 4-2 victory. Jonathan Quick will be in net for the Los Angeles Kings. He has plenty of playoff experience, as you can see there. Cam Talbot, his playoff experience was only last season, and he struggled 2-4 in a first-round loss to the Vancouver Canucks, a 4.22 goals against average. We start the action off now in the first period. Eberle sends it into the opposite corner. We are just barely underway here at Staples Center. Connor McDavid fighting for it along the boards. He kicks it around, and Doughty ends up with it. We've got a penalty coming up, and it's going to be against the Oilers. And here comes the shot. It is blocked, but we have a penalty early in the game. We're at the 1:07 mark of the game, and Milan Lucic is already being boxed for that hit right there. An elbowing call at the 1:07 point, and the Kings are on the power play. Here's Toffoli to Kopitar. Kopitar carries it across. Kopitar from the circle. Saved again. And a scramble in front of the net. Look at Talbot. The second shot on the rebound looks like it actually hit a defenseman. 38 seconds left on the power play. Here's Muzzin. Out to the point. Shot saved. Rebound by Purcell. Saved again. And the Oilers clear it out of the zone with 25 seconds to go on the power play. It's carried back across by the Kings all the way in front of the net. And it looks like we may have another penalty. We do. Mark Fane was beat to the net, and he had no choice but to hook. And that shot rings off the post with 1:17 left on the second power play. And this pace is a little bit much for the Oilers right now. Here's the shot. Short-handed, goes wide. And Sekera is going to have to get back now. Pearson on the stretch pass. Pearson trying to center it. Sekera gets a hold of it. And the Oilers will clear it down to the other end of the ice. So the Oilers do kill the penalty. And here comes the shot from the point. It surprises Talbot. And he kicks it over into the corner. And here comes Pouliot. Pouliot into the neutral zone. And he's going to send it down into the opposite corner. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins meets a LA player there. Stretch pass across the ice. And the Kings come the other way quickly. They really have the pace ramped up here in game one. This taken away by the Oilers. Nugent-Hopkins is going to back it out and try to slow down a little bit. 9:55 to go in the first period. Still no score. Here's Pouliot behind the net. Pouliot to Sekera. Sekera ahead to Nugent-Hopkins in the neutral zone. He's going to be able to carry it across. It is knocked away. Andreoff sends it over to the right side to Lewis. Lewis back into the neutral zone for the Kings. Cross-ice pass from the circle. Drops it back to Lotta. Lotta, centering pass, and it is saved, and right on the goal line, Cam Talbot jumps on it. 8:26 left to go in the period. They fight for it along the half wall. And it looks like we have a penalty coming up. This time it is on Los Angeles. And it's going to be on Derek Forbort. 40 seconds left on the Oilers' power play now. The Kings clear it. 6:50 to go in the period. And here come the Oilers. Over to Eberle. Eberle back to McDavid. McDavid carries it across the blue line. McDavid shot scores! Connor McDavid gets the Oilers on the board first. A power play goal. And the Oilers lead 1-0. 5:30 to go in the period. And we have another penalty. This one again is against the Los Angeles Kings for hooking. And that's going to be on Scuderi. With 3:45 to go, the Kings, with 13 seconds left on the power play. Here's the shot by McKenzie, and he scores shorthanded. Unbelievable goal for Cam Talbot to give up. Derek McKenzie, his first goal of the playoffs, and we're going to end period number 1. All tied up at 1 here in game number 1. Quick look at the stats of the first period. 19 shots for the Kings to 7 for us. 324 on attack to 123. Our passing percentage, 63.9%. We were 1 of 2 on the power play, but that was nullified by giving up a shorthanded goal. So we get second period action underway. Here comes the Oilers. Pouliot backs it out to Maroon. Maroon fakes the shot, gets it on net, and it goes wide. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins pins it along the boards. He kicks it around behind the net, and it's picked up by the Oilers there. Cycling it back into Maroon. Maroon, cross-crease pass, shot, saved. Nugent-Hopkins gets one out of the air. 2:50 to go. Here come the Oilers. They're going to send it in, dump and chase. Here is Eberle. Eberle gets to it along the boards. He's got it in the corner, kicks it back around the net to Lucic. Lucic circles. Lucic on to Eberle. Shot, scores! Jordan Eberle gets his own rebound and slams it past Jonathan Quick for the second goal of the night for the Oilers, and they take a 2-1 lead here in the second period of Game 1. Trying to do what they couldn't do in Vancouver last year, which was split on the road to start the series. Under 3 minutes to go in the second period. Centering pass, shot, save, rebound, save. Cam Talbot's on top of it. 2:05 to go. It's still 2-1 Oilers with the lead. Defensive zone face-off for Edmonton. They win it back into the corner to Sekera. Sekera tries to get it along the boards. He does. Here is out to Draisaitl. Draisaitl's ahead of the pack. Draisaitl shot saved by Quick. And the Kings come the other way with 1:35 to go. Here's Purcell. Purcell shot saved by Talbot. And we're going to end the second period with the Oilers up 2-1. They'll take the 1-goal lead into period number 3. 28 shots on goal to 14. The second period was much better for us as we were outshot 9-7 is all, compared to 19-7 in the first period. So we head to period number 3 with a 2-1 lead for the Oilers. 17:20 to go. Darnell Nurse off the face-off, gets it out to Nugent-Hopkins. It's taken away by the Kings, but then back into neutral ice for Los Angeles. Kings trying to find a way to get it into the zone. They do. Shot saved by Talbot. It looks like it kind of surprised him, but he's able to cover it up and get the stoppage. Back on the opposite end for a face-off with 15:50 to go. Here's Mark Fane. Fane from the point. Shot deflected by Taylor Beck, but it's covered up by Jonathan Quick. A nice save there with 15:40 to go. In the game, Oilers still leading 2-1 and another face-off deep in the King zone. It is won by Letestu. Shot by Reinhart, deflected wide. Here is Yuri Tolusti. Back to the point to Reinhart. Back to Fane. Fane carries it deep. And then he's going to get it back out, cycle it into Cassian. Cassian on the right wing. Cassian to the middle to Tolusti. Tolusti trying to center it to Letestu, and it gets all the way across. McKenzie has it now for the Kings. Stretch pass to Nolan. Here's Nolan. It's 1-on-3, though, and he's going to back it out to the point to Scuderi. Scuderi lets one fly. It's saved by Cam Talbot, directed into the corner. Back around the boards, just knocked away. Here come the Oilers. On the breakaway, shot saved by Jonathan Quick. Yuri Tolusti had a breakaway and he couldn't finish. 14-12 to go. Here come the Kings. Nolan back to the point. Cassian knocks it away. Toffoli shot from in deep. And another shot saved. Another one goes wide. And here is Toffoli again, back to the middle of an onslaught by the Kings. It's still loose in front of the net. And finally, Fane comes away with it. And the Oilers are going to dump it in and get a change. 10:50 to go in the third period. Still 2-1. Larson gets it ahead to Nugent Hopkins. It's a 2-on-1. Nugent Hopkins over to Eberle. Eberle tries to get it back to Nugent Hopkins, and it's knocked away. And here come the Kings the other way. They turn it over in the neutral zone. Back to Lucic. He's going to send it into the other corner. And the Oilers will get another change. 7:25 to go. Shot from right in front of the net, and then the rebound is scored. And the Kings even it up with 7:23 to go in the third. And the crowd is back into this game, all tied up at 2. Tyler Toffoli, first goal of the playoffs for him. We're all even at 2 apiece with 6:25 to go. In the third period, drama here in game number 1. Here come the Oilers. Pouliot carries it into the zone. Pouliot's going to stop, drop it back to Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins back to Pouliot. Shot from the point, or from the high slot, is deflected away by Quick. Another one slung on by Nugent Hopkins, and a pad save by Jonathan Quick. 3:20 to go in the period. Larson has it for the Oilers. Along the boards out to Letestu. Letestu's going to carry it across the neutral zone. Letestu backing it out to the point to Adam Larson. Larson back to Clefbaum. Clefbaum's going to let a Clefbaum fly. And it is saved by Jonathan Quick. 2 minutes to go. Still tied up at 2. Could we see overtime here in game number 1? The Oilers try to send it in deep. It is turned over. There's a 3-on-2 coming back for the Kings. Lewis will back it out now. Shot scored by the Kings. It's Lotta. With 1:34 to go, the Kings take their first lead of the hockey game. Shot from the point, Andreoff jumps over it, and Cam Talbot can't track it. It gets past him and ends up, I believe, going 5-hole. 1:19 to go. The Oilers trying to even this up and send it to overtime. 3-2, Kings with the lead. Oilers have it behind the Kings net. They're going to get it back in the middle to Draisaitl. His one-timer is knocked away by a defender. Taylor Beck fighting for it along the board. Sekera back to Beck. Beck trying to cross-crease pass. Here's Chasen. Chasen fakes the shot. Backhand shot saved. It's still loose in front of the net. And finally, Jonathan Quick's able to cover it up. 6 seconds to go now. Empty net. And the Kings are going to escape game 1. That shot goes off the post. And the Kings come from behind in the third period to win game 1 and take a 1-0 series lead. A 3-2 win for Los Angeles. Eberle had a goal and an assist. Lotta had a goal. Lewis had 2 assists for the Kings. We were outshot in this game 39-21. They spent 8 minutes and 41 seconds on attack. The passing percentage, a huge disparity, 71.2% for them, 59.8% for us. We got to clean that up. We were 1 of 2 on the power play. They were 0 of 2. And we did win the faceoff battle 25-21. So, quick look at the brackets. The Blackhawks, a 1-0 lead on the Wild. The Preds and Jets are tied up at 1. Kings have a 1-0 lead on us. And the Ducks and the Sharks are all even up at 1 game apiece. Let's take a look at the Eastern Conference brackets now. The Rangers 1-0 over the Flyers. The Caps with a 2-0 lead on the Pens. Panthers up 1-0 on the Sabres. And the Leafs and the Islanders series is all even at 1 apiece. So that is episode number 59 of Edmonton Oilers Franchise. Up next will be game 2 of the Oilers and the Kings first round series from Staples Center in Los Angeles here on Mama's Basement Sports Gaming.